Hello everybody, Mega Goal number 3, second secondary 10 writing, pages 90 and 91. Now let's take a look at the objectives. You are asked to write a letter to a newspaper editor on how to go green. مفروض انكم تكتبون رسالة إلى محرر في الصحيفة عن طرق to go green. Of course, you have an idea right now since that we have discussed going green throughout this unit. So of course you have ideas about how to go green. Okay. احنا ناقشنا how to go green خلال هذه الوحدة، فأعتقد أن عندكم معلومات كفاية عن how to go green. And as well, we have discussed in the last reading passage lesson تكلمنا عن how to live off the grid. So I'm pretty sure that you have a clear idea about ideas, or you have a clear idea about how to go green. I'm متأكدة أن عندكم فكرة عن كيف to go green. Okay, so right now let's move on to pages 90 and 91, and please follow up with me as I explain this lesson. And of course, and as usual, in the writing lesson we have first the model to look at, and then later on we move on to the process of writing. عندنا النموذج اللي نطلع عليه. طبعا we mainly look at it. We have some questions to answer regarding this text, and of course later on you are supposed to analyze the style of writing. عندنا بعض الأسئلة نجاوب عليها وبعضها راح نحلل طريقة الكتابة. So as a reminder, unit number 6 is called Going Green, 10 writing. Now let's take a look at the first section, and it's mainly discussion. Have you ever thought about packaging? هل سبق وفكرتوا بالتعبئة والتغليف? Now, how important packaging for you as a consumer? Okay, are you attracted to things that are packaged nicely? Why or why not? اوكي طبعا انت كمستهلك ايش اهمية التعبئة والتغليف بالنسبة لك؟ هل يجذبك مثلا اذا شفت مثلا اشياء باكجد، يعني انها تم تعبئتها وتغليفها بطريقة جميلة؟ why? If you do, why? And if you are not attracted, why not? Okay, طبعا you are welcome to leave your answers in the comment box below. اتركوا لي الإجابات في بوكس التعليقات. Okay, so right now we have an essay or a text to look at, which is Going Green, and we have a couple of questions to answer. Okay, so you may pause the video and take a minute or two to read the text, since that this is a very short text, and then you can go back and watch the video again, or you can run the video. ممكن توقفون الفيديو لمدة دقيقة أو دقيقتين، التكست جدا قصير وتقرؤونه، و later on you can تعيدون تشغيل الفيديو. Anyways, let's take a look at the questions, and I have prepared the answers in advance. Now read the essay and find out the following. So the essay, just let me give you an idea about it, is about someone who decided to go green because of certain practices. ببعض التصرفات جعلته to go green, and let's take a look at the questions. Now, what did the writer's family used to do that was not green? إيش اللي اعتادت عليه فعل اللي هو عائلة الكاتب؟ طبعا not of course wasn't green. So he found, or he realized, that the amount of waste accumulated from all the packaging, okay, they had a bag full of recyclable waste every day. طبعا لاحظ أن الويست، المخلفات أو القمامة اللي متروكة بسبب علب التغليف كانت جدا كثيرة، مع أنهم كانوا they recycle، but he's not pretty sure that recycling is effective. Okay, so that was the thing that the writer realized, and he decided to change his practices. Okay, Now what did they do to change that practice؟ إيش اللي سووا عشان يغيرون من هذه العادة اللي هم تجميع أو الأشياء يعني تتراكم مخلفات القمامة بسبب الباكجينج. Well, they decided to buy things from a local store which are free of packaging, يعني بدون تغليف. Okay, so this is what they've decided to do. And what were the benefits؟ طبعا إيش الإيجابيات أو مش الإيجابيات الفوائد. Okay, less money of course, and of course to protect the environment. طبعا أكيد if you are gonna buy things which are free of packaging, you will pay less money. Okay, and of course you will protect the environment from the waste that will be accumulated from these packaging. Okay, were there any disadvantages? Well, I read the essay or the text, and he said one thing, and you may consider it as a drawback or as a disadvantage, which is that they have to label and fill their own containers before they put their shopping or away their shopping. يعني لازم انهم يعني they label انه يحطون على يعني مثلا label انه اسم الشيء قبل ما يعني they put away their shopping. This is may consider to be a disadvantage. Anyways, طبعا طبعا in according to the writer's opinion, the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. تتفوق الإيجابيات على السلبيات. Anyways, now let's look at the questions, the second part of the questions. What is your view as a reader? What do you think about packaging, or what do you think about the writer's practices, or when they decided to buy things less or free of packaging? What is your own point of view? And are ideas and information in the text presented clearly? Are they clearly presented? I can say yes, they are clearly presented. Does the writer provide explanation, examples, or reasons directly? I believe yes. Okay. Does the essay fulfill your expectation in relation to the title؟ طبعا هل حقق أو أتم التكست توقعاتك طبعا بالمقارنة بالتايتل going green؟ يعني هل لما قرأت التايتل كانت هذه توقعاتك ولما قرأتها تمت توقعاتك؟ Okay. Anyways, طبعا there is no right and wrong answer. All answers are acceptable, and of course it's your own point of view, and you are free to express it in the way you look at things or you look at it. طبعا ما في إجابة صح أو خطأ، أنتم حرين تعبرون عن آرائكم بالطريقة اللي تشوفونها. Anyways, now let's move on to the third part of the questions, which is to analyze the style of writing. Look at the essay again and write which person is used in each. So you are asked to say which person is used in regarding to pronouns in each paragraph: I, you, he, or she, and so on. What is the effect? ليش طبعا the writer is choosing to use the pronoun I or we or they? Anyways, so in the first paragraph the writer used I and we, okay, to set the scene, and the writer views عشان يحضر طبعا يحضر القارئ وبرضو يبين وجهة نظره. As for the second paragraph, he used we to present objective information اللي هي المعلومات الموضوعية. As for the third paragraph, also we used we to present objective information as well as the writer's view. Okay, now let's move on to the fourth section. Notice which paragraphs do the following: provide the writer's view and or opinion, provide objective information and or a view set the scene. It's mainly similar to the third question. So now let's move on to the fifth question. Are there any passive forms? What are they used for? Yes, there are passive forms, and the passive forms are used to present information and facts in an objective and detached manner. Okay. طبعا تستخدم عشان تقدم المعلومات والحقائق بطريقة طبعا موضوعية ومنفصلة. الباسيف انتوا عارفين المبني للمجهول. Now let's move on to the sixth question, or to the sixth part of the questions. How are ideas and facts connected? Provide examples from the text. كيف يتم ربط المعلومات? Conjunctions, a linking word, they are used, but on the other hand, as for combined clauses and sentences, they are used when they say are invested in packaging as a way of making the product more attractive for consumer. Okay, so this is regarding combined clauses and sentences, the use of the pronouns we, I, and it. Okay, so this is regarding the text that we have been given as a model. Now let's move on to discuss. Let's move on to what is asked from you and to the process of writing. So here, as I said at the beginning of the video, you are supposed to write a letter to the editor of your local newspaper. طبعا أنا كتبتها newspaper اللي هي بشكل عام، لكن هنا local newspaper اللي هي الجريدة المحلية. Anyway, to complain about your neighborhood and suggest how it could go green. With a partner, discuss the items below. طبعا تكتبون رسالة إلى الإديتور للمحرر في الصحيفة complaining إنك تشتكي عن neighborhood، إن مو الجيران لا الحي يعني، and suggest تقترح كيف بإمكاننا to go greener. So okay, so not to go green, go greener. Write with a partner. You can discuss the items below. Here we can discuss them later on. Think about things you do that are environmentally harmful. What do other people in your neighborhood do? What can your local council do to help you go greener? طبعا فكر في ممارساتك. هل تفعل أشياء مؤذية للبيئة؟ ماذا يفعل الناس في الحي؟ ممكن هو ممكن يكون المسؤول عن المنطقة أو الكونسل يفعل أشياء in order to go greener. What are they? Okay, you can just give it a thought and use the chart to make notes and then use it to write your letter. طبعا هذا الشارت عشان يساعدكم الكتابة، وبعدها يعني تجمعون معلومات وبعدين تبدأون الكتابة. Exchange drafts, essays and edit, improve, change and rewrite. طبعا هذا بعد ال process of writing. بعد ما تكتب your own essay you can exchange the draft اللي هي النسخة والمسودة، وممكن تطلب من الشخص اللي يشوفه إنه يعدل عليه، وبعدها ممكن يعني you can improve of course and change and rewrite عشان in order to publish your essay. Okay, anyways, this is what we have discussed earlier in the process of writing. Now here let's take a look at the chart. So environmentally harmful practices، شنو الممارسات الخاطئة اللي تسويها؟ For example, you are not recycling, you are buying things, or you are not reducing the amount of plastic that you are using. How about go greener practices? In order to improve your practices, you have to go greener. Okay, so you should consider, for example, using less plastic, for example, recycle. All of these ideas are acceptable. Anyways, steps our local council can take to help. طبعا ممكن اللي هو المسؤول أو الكونسل أو anyways ممكن ياخذ أشياء، ممكن يتخذ بعض الإجراءات للمساعدة. What are they? So here we have a model to look at, and this is a letter which is written to the editor. As you could tell, they started with dear editor and then there is a comma. طبعا في writing writing letter ما تترك مسافة في العادة. you start immediately. طبعا and the relationship وانت لما تكتب رسالة لشخص, when you write a letter to someone, the relationship between you and the other person is very important to be يعني you have to consider that. You have to consider the relationship between you and the person whom you are writing to. لأن if you are writing to a person that you know, it's gonna be in informal way, طريقة غير رسمية. But if you are writing to a person who you do not know, like right now the editor ما تعرفه, it's gonna be formal. Okay, طبعا formal معناتها you avoid certain words مثلا وتستخدم كلمات أكثر رسمية. of course يعني you have to be very specific, very يعني you have to cut to the chase, يعني على طول مباشرة الموضوع. Now let's take a look at the writing corners. There are of course tips in order to help you on how to write a letter. When you write a formal letter, as I said previously, of a complaint, طبعا هنا أنت راح تشتكي. Okay, open in an appropriate way. طبعا لازم الافتتاحية تكون بطريقة مناسبة. Dear editor, dear Mr. Smith, state the reason why you are writing and give brief overview of the situation. أعطي نبذة وعلى طول طبعا مو بس قبل النبذة أعطي السبب الرئيسي للكتابة ونبذة عن يعني situation. Okay, use phrases to introduce and list additional points. First of all, moreover, furthermore. Use phrases to offer suggestions and solution to problem. I suggest that it would be good idea. One solution is and so on. طبعا هنا ممكن تستخدم بعض الفريزز في الانترودكشن مثل أولا moreover أكثر من ذلك. برضو أنت الآن تقترح حلول, فلما تقترح حلول بإمكانك تستخدم هذه العبارات. I suggest أقترح, it would be بتكون فكرة لا رائعة لو, one solution يعني من يعني أنت راح تقترح بعد يعني okay. And so on. Sign off in appropriate way with best wishes, yours sincerely, or sincerely yours, or yours faithfully. طبعا لازم في نهاية letter here you have to sign. لازم إن الواحد يوقع, فهنا لازم تكتب مثلا best wishes, comma, and your name. Okay, so don't forget to sign appropriately. طبعا yours sincerely yours faithfully, best wishes. Okay, بس عادة الأفضل أنكم you avoid best wishes. هذه بعض الاقتراحات, وبعدين you write your name. For example, Zahra. Don't forget there should be of course a comma here. Okay, so this is regarding this writing lesson. I hope that you have enjoyed our lesson. Don't forget again to subscribe, share this video with your friends, and hit the like button. Till next time, have a good one.